no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He's going for it all. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player, David. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Back to pass, it's Owens. He's going to go for a big one. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Knight. Turns it loose. He's got it. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bring it out. It's Farrell. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M.
Breaks into the open. Runs through the tackle. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets it to the back on the draw. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
Texas A&M 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Owens. Wide out trying to get it in. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and there's not enough room. The defense was ready. They kept their leverage, and they come up with a fourth down stop. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And some room to work.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Across the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge. Block it up really well. And then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Owens. Quickly complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Owens. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Now on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Here's a heat. QB got it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Knight. Got his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
For the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Running through contact.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
5 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll run the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's good for Texas Aggies.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Owens. Good fitness to grab it off the deflection. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. Grab, goes to the middle. It's Farrell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle from this.
Fires to the middle. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the quarterback saw man coverage, and right away he knew if I can look the safety off, I've got a chance of hitting the post throw to the outside, and it's just mano-y-mano out there. Who wants the ball more? And the offense comes up with a big play.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets the program back significantly. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No. On that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and looking, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down, let's go fast.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. It's Knight. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. It'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got his man! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle it.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Back to throw. It's Owens. Pulls it in. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Working that left side now. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Back to pass, it's Owens. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on a third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
What an awesome job in coverage there. Critical third down. Deep in their own end. They're able to break on the ball, swat it away, and now you set up 4th.
The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Back to pass. Complete to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Extending the play. He'll get rid of it.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the W.
With the clock running, this should be the final.